I don't even know what to call it. So basically, let's just get started. So already there's more expansion from this blue nation, and they go up to here. And there's a theory revolving around the empire that if they get to across the continent, I mean across like all the way that way, then they are going to achieve a certain amount of strength that no nation is able to gain. So they start to expand rapidly. And then the Great Push East begins. Hundreds of thousands of civilians, military personnel, and literally your friendly neighbor even goes. Because the government encourages people that if they go eastward, depending on how many miles, that is how many thousands of dollars they will be given. Well, in their currency. So people are traveling miles and miles and miles eastward to capture new land for the empire. And this campaign is a rounding success with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles gained of territory. So then this is the official borders for now. And the reason it is official borders is because the campaign ends and they have achieved a power status that is larger than these European nations in the continent. So then there is an ultimatum given to this nation right here. If they don't give up every single territory they own, they will be eviscerated. And they say this with confidence because of what they did to land that was unclaimed. Very good way to brag. Very good way to brag. Anyways, so basically the war starts once they decline. And there is at first some steady pushes. But then there is an alliance that is triggered. This alliance right here is triggered. So then they all declare war, and once there is a resounding victory in pushing them back, they start a great push upward. And the reason it's called the Great Push Upward is because in days they capture all of this territory up to Crimea, in which there is a surrender. So then, the peace treaty is very, very simple. Oh wait. All of this territory up to here is annexed into the greater empire. Which is seen as a strong move. And once this happens, these borders look better. Hold on, give me a second. I'm back. Anyways, so basically, this nation right here, the purple nation, decides they want to do something drastic. They are going to invade this blue nation, which kickstarts the Great War, as they call it. So once they invade here, they see slow progress, because this alone takes literally 2 years to get this land. But it is seen that the African front is going extraordinarily well. So then a cry for help is made, which this nation accepts, as they want to push this westward as well. So then all of this land is thereby occupied. So then once this happens, they retreat troops from this area. They push back, but they push this way out as well. So then they push back in this area, which is not that heavily guarded. And then they take the capital, and then they surrender. Now there's a very simple, very simple peace treaty. The nation is carved up, basically. So there's a new nation formed that looks something like this. And they control this area. So once this happens, this new nation, is more of a guardian of Europe. Anyone's cries for help, they will accept. This nation has miserably failed. Oh, and their African colonies are lost completely. Completely annexed. And once this happens as well, they keep their colonies as well, though. Well, except for this little part. Oh, and this as well. So once this happens, the basically Spanish nation is very powerful. It controls a lot of land, which is why civil war erupts. And this civil war is very brutal. Thousands of lives are lost. The whole shebang. But the only department in which they're doing good and is resounding victory is Africa. They capture key ports, and then they connect up this territory. So thereby, once these ports link up to the main part, the nation is completely destroyed. And there's a simple peace treaty. So then these two nations have had their peace treaty, and the blue nation is completely carved up. But then there's another large war with this nation. Now this nation always wanted to control a large portion of land since their empire that they had went and left. So then they invade this nation, which has already been through enough. I mean, millions of people were killed in the previous wars. Heck, tens and tens of millions. There has been very bloody wars. But this one is the bloodiest, ending in a total of 50 million casualties. With this side, over here, the pink side, suffering 35 million of those. But the peace treaty is decided to be a harsh one. They would be completely annexed, and no more would there be that nation. But there was some resistance to occupation. most notably from this new nation forming, which claimed these territories and was internationally recognized. So then there is an invasion to this nation to deal a final blow to it, because it is already in complete ruin. So these pushes lead to them capturing this entire area, and they surrender, causing there to be this peace treaty. All of this land is ceded. But then there's a split in this nation. Most notably, because there's people in the nation who think that the monarchy should basically not be a thing, because it is completely destroying the nation in their words. And their revolution succeeds. It captures this part, and the peace treaty is very simple. Instead of getting the mainland, they take all of this, and all of this. Ooh, that was an accident. Uh-oh. It is confusing. Anyways, so this nation captures this, takes this in the peace treaty, and all of this territory. And they take that, and that's the peace treaty. They are completely eviscerated off the main continent besides their Scandinavian and Icelandic, oh wait, no, not Icelandic, territories. So then this nation wins a surprising war against this nation, but the peace treaty is very, very harsh. As in the peace treaty, they take lots of land here. And they completely trim this nation away. So then there's another very quick war, and it is called the War of the It is called the 10-Day War because it was only 10 days. So once there is a peace signed, because they do not want to fight in a war. What's going on? What the heck? The peace treaty is like that. And these nations are shaped to what they are like. But then this nation, which no, this isn't an error, has come back. They ravaged the lands, capturing large portions of land, until finally they annex. Oh. Until finally, what the heck? What the heck is wrong with this nation? Anyways, so until they take all of this. was the end of the episode. Hope you enjoyed, and bye.